caught my fiancé cheating with my best friend after 3 years. The candles were supposed to be a surprise. At least that's what I told myself as I stood in the kitchen that Tuesday evening, rewrapping leftover lasagna in foil. Evan had texted me earlier. Head home late tonight. I'm planning something special for our anniversary. 3 years together, and he'd never been the type to remember dates. But this year felt different. He'd been quieter lately, his smiles tense. I chalked it up to work stress. The apartment smelled like vanilla, his favorite scent. Heavy cream and strawberries sat on the counter, untouched. My phone buzzed. Jen, my best friend since college, asking if I wanted to grab drinks. "Can't tonight," I typed. "Anniversary stuff with Evan." Her reply was a heart emoji. No follow-up questions. That's when I heard it. Laughter from our bedroom. High-pitched, breathless. The kind that lingers. The red flags started small. Last month, Evan forgot our inside joke about squirrels stealing picnic food. Then he began keeping his phone face down, claiming it was a digital detox. When I hugged him, his shoulders stiffened. "You're being paranoid," I told myself. "He's just tired." Jen canceled our last 3 coffee dates. Once, I spotted her walking into Evan's gym but didn't think much of it, until she lied about being out of town. That night, though, everything felt off. The bedroom door was cracked, golden light spilling into the hall. My chest tightened as I stepped closer. A wine glass sat on the floor, lipstick smudged on the rim. Red, Jen's shade. I wish I could say I barged in shouting. Instead, I froze, my blood roaring in my ears. Their voices tangled, hers giggling, his low and soft, the same tone he'd used asking me to marry him. My engagement ring dug into my palm as I clenched my fist. Then I saw them. Evan's hands tangled in her hair, Jen's dress unzipped. The strawberry tart he'd made for me, I'd baked it myself that morning, was half-eaten on the nightstand. Their faces snapped toward me. Jen scrambled for her purse. Evan lunged forward, shirtless, babbling. It wasn't supposed to happen like this. The room tilted. I backed into the hallway, gasping. Evan chased me, but I was already slamming the door behind me, fumbling with my keys in the elevator. I drove to my sister's house in silence. By the time she answered, I was shaking so hard she had to pry my hands off the steering wheel. For 3 days, I didn't eat, didn't sleep, just replayed it. The candles, the laughter, Jen's guilty stare. Evan bombarded me with texts. It was one mistake. We were drunk. He claimed it started a month ago, after I'd pushed him away. My best friend, who'd held my hair back after my dad's funeral, sent a single message. "I'm so sorry." The worst part of me still wants to believe him, to pretend it's a nightmare. But his excuses taste sour, like the kombucha he'd forced me to drink. Now, my ring sits in a mug I bought him for Christmas. His hoodies are stuffed in a trash bag, but I can't bring myself to burn them. Jen's mom called yesterday, crying, begging me to forgive her daughter. And this morning, Evan showed up at my sister's door with tulips, the same flowers he gave me on our first date. I didn't answer, just watched through the blinds as he left, shoulders slumped. But here's what keeps me awake. What if they're happy now? What if they're laughing about me? I blocked them everywhere, but TLDR. Found my fiancé and best friend together on our anniversary. Now I'm sitting in my sister's guest room, wondering how to trust anyone again.